Christmas can be a lonely time for many. So, as part of our 1 million minutes campaign, we're asking you, lovely people, to pledge your time and help make a difference to someone's life.
So far, you've pledged over 12.6 million minutes, and one of the famous faces supporting our campaign is singer Matt Goss. Before we talk to him, let's take a look at his special recording of the Elvis Presley classic, Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted?
You feel lonely in your chest, you know, you hurt sometimes being so lonely.
Does your memory stray to a bright...
Most of the day I've either got the television on or just sitting there thinking, and that's my life.
And call you sweetheart.
Your friends back away. They do. They don't mean to, but they do.
Your parlor seem empty.
Loneliness means that you have no one by your side and you feel like you have no company.
And picture me there. Is your heart filled with hate? Should I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Oh, and we just saw a 94-year-old Cyril
Yeah,
Banks
what a great
at the end
guy
there.
he was.
He lost his wife, Vera,
Yeah.
and has been supported by one of the charities for our campaign. And there's Matt with Cyril.
So, Matt, loneliness. You've had a lot of tough times in your life. You felt lonely. First, when your parents split up when you were very young. Then when you lost your sister in an awful tragedy. Then when your mother died. These are all big blows for a young man, as you were at the time. How did you... A lot of people out there will be feeling lonely. The Dunn family we just spoke to lost their son. You know, how do you deal with it? What's the best way that you've learned to deal with loneliness?
I think that before dealing with it, I think that you as you get older, you start to think, what would happen if my sister was here? She would have children. I'd be an uncle. You start thinking about what it would have been. I think loneliness. I think really now my friends are becoming my family. You know, I really have lost a great deal of my family. Obviously, my brother Luke is dear to me. We'll be spending Christmas together. But I think that also we call ourselves strays, the strays. So anyone that's a stray in Vegas is welcome at my house. So I think it's as simple as saying, hey, you know, make it casual. Are you going to be on your own? So come over, we'll all have dinner, and we buy a bunch of silly gifts and throw them under, and you just take something. It's inclusive.
Is it more about people who perhaps are not lonely than picking up on people they know who may be? Is it more incumbent on them?
Well, I think there are messages. We have tears that run down the front of our face. You know, that we don't need to cry. I think we have to be more conscious of people's emotion. I think there's sometimes, being British as well, we're quite prideful, and I think it takes picking up a phone and, you know, you might have to invite 3 times because you've got to get through that pride and that, no, I'm okay, but you're not okay. So I think the thing is to notice before somebody has to ask.
Matt, I think people will be astonished to hear that you've experienced loneliness on that scale, because people assume that when you've reached the level of fame that you did, when you're surrounded by fans, when so many people appear to love you, that you wouldn't have a huge support network around you that lasts.
Well, I think that this time of year is strange. You don't want it to be, because some of it's hype and but it is a very festive time, and it is a very family-oriented time, and I think this period is challenging for me because we had so many rituals with my mother, and she was my home. And coming back this time, I've been saying it across. I've actually been lucky enough to see the whole country on this tour, and the British feel like my extended family. I mean, I get more hugs and that people watching this. I promise you,
you're one of us, mate. You're one of us.
100 people every day, the selfies and hugs, and again, that's the thing. We become absolutely terrified of each other.
How will you and Luke be spending Christmas, given you're going to be together?
I think we're going to be playing video games. We're going to be eating lots of food.
Probably, are you very competitive in, like, charades or something? I mean...
We are competitive, absolutely, but I think we've come to really understand that we are each other's best mates, you know, so... you know, he's everything to me. Luke's everything to me. But I also, you know, my friends back home in Vegas have some very, you know, TJ Levin, Dana and Doug and all these people and Faisal. I've got some great people in Vegas.
You just won an award, a United Nations award, didn't you? What was that for?
The United Nations Humanitarian Award. Yeah, it was just for my philanthropic work that I try and give back. It was a real big surprise. I was on stage, actually, and they gave me this award, and it's just really for my work. Everything from the troops to what we're talking about now.
You've already done an extraordinary amount of work this morning because the number of minutes has gone up by 1 million since you just started talking. So that's the effect that you've had. So, Matt, thank you so much.
And you're one of the good guys, Matt. Known you a very long time, since Bros started.
We've known each other since when we were young men.
30-odd years, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you were the first picture I ever did of me with a celeb.
Oh, Matt, you're to blame.
You're to blame. You created the monster.
Yes, I did.
But I've known you a long time. You're one of the nice guys of the business. It's a real pleasure to have you in today.
It's an honour to be here. Thank you.
So
Good
lovely.
to see you. We're going to end with the...
Hang on, can I just want to mention this? You can help tackle loneliness and pledge your time by going to our website, itv.com/GMB. The number of minutes has gone up by 1.5 million.